Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Daily Blues here on 100% Chelsea. We have got our man. We have landed him. Falcao is a blue. Yes. As you can all tell, I'm happy. I hope all of you are happy too. I will read through your comments in a sec. But for now, Falcao is a done deal. Falcao is a Chelsea man. And on the perfect deal, a season-long loan. Remember, a season-long loan. This guy is at Chelsea Football Club. And I think that's the perfect amount of time. The perfect amount of time for him to prove himself, for him to show what he can do, for him to, try and bag as many goals as he can, hit the form that we know Falcao can hit. And as this picture says, welcome to Chelsea, Radamel Falcao, because we all know what he can actually do. Okay, we've all seen it before. He's done it against us. He's done it against us. He packed in a hat-trick against us. And the day that happened, obviously, we were under Benitez, I think, at that time. Obviously. It wasn't a good game for us at that time. Falcao was at his peak. And he went to Man United and just went all the way down. Now, Mourinho has said he is willing to help Falcao hit his true level. He is willing to help as much as he can. And, I think with Mourinho, Falcao can honestly hit his potential. This isn't the same situation as Torres. Please understand that. Mourinho came to Chelsea and found Torres there. Okay, he found him there. Torres has already adapted to Chelsea life. He had already adapted in the wrong way, if you know what I mean. He was still under that impression that he's not going to hit his true level. And then Mourinho came and really couldn't do much about it because it's hard to change someone when they're already adapted to an environment. He is bringing Falcao to Chelsea. So from the moment Falcao steps into Chelsea Football Club, he's going to get used to Mourinho's way. And that's the difference. When a player comes and starts playing for Mourinho from scratch, okay, and especially at Chelsea, we all know what Mourinho can do with players when he brings players to Chelsea. We all know the potential he has. Di Matteo was the manager. He was. It was Di Matteo. It wasn't Benitez. Hey, that's one thing Benitez, got away with. Anyway, Mourinho is honestly the man to bring Falcao back to his level. And Mourinho has said it in a press conference before. He has said, it's sad to see someone like Falcao not hit his potential. It's sad to see him play the way he did at Man United because we all know that's not Falcao. We all know that is not what Falcao can do. So it's a matter of whether, is it the system that didn't work for him? Is it Manchester that didn't work for him? Is it just his form? We don't know, and we probably never will. But we know that now he's at Chelsea, and now he's in a blue shirt rather than the red one. And now he's got Mourinho as his manager rather than Van Gaal, and a completely different system. And remember, he has Cuadrado. Now, this is what I mentioned yesterday. Cuadrado is staying at Chelsea. And one of the reasons, I'm sure, is because of this Falcao deal. Okay, with Falcao at Chelsea, Cuadrado is able to help him settle in. To be honest, with Cuadrado's form last year, they're going to help each other. Because Cuadrado was finding it very hard at Chelsea. Now, with Falcao with him, I think they're going to help each other. And because they're both Colombian, they both play for Colombia, they both know each other really well. I think this is going to be a very, very good understanding. And remember, for Falcao, he came from Atletico Madrid. How many players have we bought from Atletico Madrid? We seem to be buying the whole team. We have Diego Costa, remember? And we bought Dave as well from there as well. With Costa is someone that seems to click with Falcao. And we've never seen Costa actually try to play with another striker. Briefly with Drogba, didn't quite work out so well because, Drogba's not the Drogba that he used to be. But Costa and Falcao used to be a unit. And with both of them at Chelsea, I am very excited to see how they're both going to, play with each other. It's going to be really, really good. And I'm going to get to the next rumor, which is Thuram. I'm going to get to that in a bit, another Atletico player. So hang on with me for 5 minutes while I get to Thuram. But Falcao, honestly, I just think we have to wait and see. It's a good thing it's a loan. Remember, it's a loan deal. A loan gives us the chance to not pay so much cash. Get Falcao. We said goodbye to Drogba. Might as well get someone like Falcao, who we know is world class, but we have to try and make him hit that level again. If he does, It's a win-win. It's a win-win. And hopefully, if he does hit that form, we'll have an option to buy. And we'll buy him from Monaco. We'll be like, all right, he's proved what he can do. Have the cash. He's ours. And we would have bagged ourselves a world-class striker. Now, in the event, some of you are doubting, in the event that he turns out to be Torres 2.0, some of you are saying, okay? In the event he turns out to be another Torres, we've got him on the loan for 1 year. If he turns out to be rubbish, we're sorry it didn't work out. Go back to Monaco, without losing a penny. Honestly, it's a very good deal. It's a very good deal. If we had bought him with money, with hardcore money, and said, yeah, here's 40 million, we'll take Falcao, then I would be a bit skeptical, because I'd be like, listen, we're buying a risk. We are buying a big risk. But we haven't done that. And I'm sure the board have thought about this clearly. Roman has thought about this clearly. Mourinho wants Falcao. And that's the thing. When you're a player and the manager wants you, and you start playing for that manager, and you realize that manager is the best manager in the world, your confidence is going to be, booming straight away from the get-go. And that's what a lot of you, I hope you realize. When Falcao walks into Chelsea Football Club, he's wanted straight away. At Man United, he didn't seem like he was wanted. He wasn't playing so much. The times he was playing, it felt like he was isolated. He just wasn't the Falcao we know. But the moment he steps into Chelsea, he's wanted. He's got friends at Chelsea already. He's got Cuadrado, he's got Costa, he's got Dave. Fingers crossed, if Thuram comes in, he's going to get settled in straight away. So, guys, let's wait and see what happens. I think this is a good deal. For 1 year at least, it's a good deal. But, let's give him a chance. Let's wait and see what he can do. The good thing as well is that he joins the team from pre-season, from the get-go. From pre-season, he starts training, which means by August, by September, when the season starts, he's going to be ready. And I can't wait to see him. Honestly. I cannot wait to see him in the Chelsea shirt. I think he's going to do good. I really think so. Let's just wait and see what happens. The next rumour being brought to you is obviously Thuram. Now, Thuram is someone I've mentioned quite a lot. Okay, I have mentioned him quite a bit because he's been a huge link. But today, I have to make you guys laugh. Today, this guy in Thuram seems to be on the way to Chelsea. And the fact is of the matter, Diego Costa has spoken about him. Diego Costa today has spoken about Thuram. I'm not sure whether it was in an interview or whether a journalist got a quick word of him or if it was to the papers, but the internet is stating, the Evening Standard is stating, Telegraph, I think a few other papers are saying that Diego Costa spoke about him. And he said that he wants Thuram to come to Chelsea and he would think it's an amazing addition for the one simple reason he wants to taste his homemade kebabs again. That's Diego Costa for you, full of humor. He wants to taste his kebabs because when they were at Atletico together, Thuram used to make kebabs, and Diego Costa likes them. So he wants Thuram at Chelsea just for his kebabs. That alone, it does show you that there's a link. There's a friendship, and when there's a friendship between players, they play well together. I think Thuram would be a great addition to Chelsea. Honestly, he's a beast. He is a beast. Honestly, he is a beast, and I think he's that block of steel. We need some iron, guys. I said this yesterday. We need some iron. We have some already. We have Costa. Matic is the beast. Our back four are beasts, to be fair. John Terry is still John Terry that we've known for the last decade. But Thuram comes in and he offers more. Thuram comes and he's a machine. At that number 10 role, he's creative. He's got great vision and he's a beast. That's the Mourinho type player that we need. Mourinho type players we know have come to be Drogba, Essien, Makelele, Lampard, Terry. We have other players, Carvalho, Good Johnson. These were all players that were willing to put their bodies on the line. And Thuram is one of them. That is a Mourinho player. We lack that a bit. We have little guys with flair and speed. And that's great. But when you combine that with some steel, It's the perfect combination. It's the perfect combination. And that is one thing Drogba brought to us last year. No matter how old he is, he brought that to us last year. He brought the dressing room aura. He brought the spirit. He brought the physicality. When a ball comes from a goal kick, when Courtois whacks it up the pitch, it's getting to Drogba's chest, whether you like it or not. Drogba is going to put that ball down. And that is what we need. Now Drogba's gone. Hopefully Costa adapts that. Bring in Thuram, some more steel. Honestly, it would be amazing. For him to combine with Fabregas, with Matic behind him as support, that midfield block is looking really, really good if we get Thuram. So, add that to the flair that we have on the sides, Hazard and Willian and Cuadrado and, the lot. Our team is looking to shape up very, very nicely for the new season. So, I'm not saying, we have to go out and splash the cash. No, Mourinho knows who he wants. The board knows who Chelsea need. And just let them to it, honestly. Leave them to it, and I'm sure they will produce wonders, honestly. As I said before, it's still early on in the transfer window. The transfer window opened 2 days ago. 2 days ago it opened. We have to the last day of August. Okay, there is still a good 2 months left of this transfer window. Please do not lose hope. Please do not lose the faith. Okay, there's still a long way to go. There is still a long way to go in the transfer window. Who do you think we should get? I've seen a lot of you say Griezmann. A lot of you say Coca. Again, Atletico players. Why don't we just buy Atletico? Why don't we just buy Atletico? Because we might as well get Simeone to be Jose's assistant. I mean, we seem to be buying their whole lot. But anyway, there's those two. There's Pogba, who we're linked with. I don't think we should go for, to be fair. Too much money, too much of a risk. Players like Thuram come in, players like Griezmann are linked with us, and they cost less, and we know they can do the job. We're not Real Madrid. We're not looking to sign Galacticos. We're not looking to sign only superstars. No, that's not Chelsea. Mourinho knows what he can get out of his players, and all of our players who have started at Chelsea did not start off as superstars. They grew up to be superstars. Now they've left as legends. Drogba, Lampard, check. They've left as legends, and they started off as your normal average Joe. That's the Mourinho effect. So I'm saying that we don't need to splash the cash on someone like Pogba. We really don't. Let Real Madrid and Barca do what they got to do. If they want to do that, they can do that. I don't think we need to do that. But let's just wait and see. 2 months left. 2 months left of the transfer window. We have loads of time. Let them get to it. Let them do what they got to do. I think so far, Falcao and Thuram would be amazing signings so far. Right. That's the latest transfer news. Let's get to your comments. I'm going to read out some comments from yesterday, and then I'm going to catch up with your comments from today because there's a chat section as well. Yesterday, I'm going to read. Carefree TV said, I agree Thuram would be a great signing, but I'd rather we went all out for Griezmann. While I don't feel we need a marquee signing desperately, I think we should make one to send a message out to the rest of the league that we will retain the title. That's a good point. But our team so far, we're favourites. Who do you feel is going to stop us with the team we have so far? Add Falcao to that. There's no one out there. The closest rival so far is Arsenal, and that's just because they got Peter Cech. If they fix up their back four, they will be title contenders. But as for the rest have done no business whatsoever. Man United, nothing. City, nothing. I'm not worried. Liverpool have been signing players from, the relegation battle. They've been signing mid-table players, so I'm not worried. I'm not worried about them at all. Liverpool can sign as much mid-table players as they want. They will never get another Suarez. It's as simple as that. And unless they do, they have to splash money. So let's wait and see. But Liverpool, I'm not worried. Apart from that, who else is there? There's no one. So we are favourites, guys. We are favourites. We have a great team. We have a team with stability. The 11 hasn't changed. They're gelled. They're ready. I think it's good. Add a few signings to that. We'll be more than comfortable. So I think we don't need to send a message out. The message has already been sent. Okay? You look at your WhatsApp or your text message is sent. That's it. The rest of the league have received it. They know we're favourites, and they know we are the team to beat. So let's leave them to it. Someone said people should stop complaining about Falcao. Henry Afari said that. It's going to be a hit or miss, but I'm up for it. He's right. Honestly. I feel, as I've said, Falcao is that guy on a loan. Just leave him to it. I think he'll be a good signing. I really do. Chris Madgame said, I wouldn't mind seeing Cuadrado at Chelsea next season. He only played a minor number of minutes for us, and he hasn't been able to give his best yet. If he plays regularly, he'll get his opportunity. Very true. With Falcao in the team, he'll be able to really show himself because he has a link there. You know, there's a gelled bond. I think Cuadrado this season, he's been told he has a place at Chelsea. That's all we need to know. That is all we need to know, honestly. Someone said, I saw, Ramiro Daniel says, I saw Cuadrado play Copa America. Impressive in that system. Cut inside, shot power, killer pass to striker. And then he speaks about Salah. Salah needs to be sold. To be honest, Salah is another topic. You know, he doesn't have a place at Chelsea, to be honest. He just doesn't. He's been off at Fiorentina. We've seemed to got along pretty well without him. You know, Salah, he's dug a hole for himself, honestly. He's dug a big hole for himself. If he stayed and tried to fight for his place, people call him the Egyptian Messi. I think if he stayed, he would have proved himself because he has ability. But we're fine. We're fine. We're fine without him. If he wants to stay and prove himself, I'll be more than happy for him to. But, you know, we're great without him. And we'll be great with him. So whatever, honestly. Let's get to some of your comments today. Right. So, KNX says Falcao. This is not a Starbucks signing. You know, give him a chance. Give him a chance, honestly. The thing is we can buy their players, but I wouldn't be confident we can buy Atletico or beat Atletico. Sorry, not buy. I think we can. Remember, this is a Mourinho Chelsea. We were destructive the first time he was here, and we'll be destructive again. You know. Clone Trooper Commander Doom, what a name, says, what do you think about the new stadium plans? That's a good point. The stadium plans, we will be doing a video about that. Hopefully with Tony. Me and Tony will discuss that issue. Along with Louis, I think as well. If you remember Louis from 100% Chelsea, the one with the cap, I've interviewed him at Stamford Bridge. He'll be coming along. We will discuss the stadium plans because there's a lot to it and a lot needs to be discussed. It's looking good. I don't know if you've seen the pictures. It's looking very, very good. But hey, that will be another video for a different day, very soon. Falcao wanted to join. That makes a huge difference. It does, huge difference. He's a Chelsea player. Just support Falcao. That's the spirit. Well done. Right. People don't realize that Falcao is experienced. He is. He's played at every level. I think he'll be a good signing, honestly. Oscar is so inconsistent. He needs to be given a chance, honestly. Oscar, the thing is with Oscar is that physically he hasn't been up to par. That's one thing I wanted to address. Oscar, he's a great technician, but physically he hasn't adapted as well as Hazard has. When Hazard first came to Chelsea, he was very skinny and he built up. One summer he spent in the gym and he built up to be a beast. Now you try and move Hazard off the ball. The little guy, you ain't moving him because his legs are the size of flipping, I don't know, you know, buildings. You know, you're not moving him. Oscar needs to do the same. He's still young, 20 years old. He can still, you know, develop physically, but he needs to now if he wants to cement his place. Because with Turan coming in, Oscar's going to be seeing the bench. So, you know, let's wait and see what happens with that. But Oscar needs to improve. Bare Italian teams want Salah. I think Milan will get him. There's the whole fiasco going on about Fiorentina, as I've said. Now, Milan want him, Inter, that is. Juve want him, apparently. I think he will move to Italy at some point, but he's just looking for a good deal. You know, let's wait and see what happens with that. Chelsea reportedly interested in Mitrovic. I've heard about that as well, but so far, believe me, it's just paper talk. That is paper talk. That's why I haven't addressed it. It's just paper talk. Let's wait and see what happens. Someone says he wants Bale at Chelsea. We all do, but that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So let's move on. Let's move on to links that we know is going to happen. Oscar is getting his first proper break in ages. Played like 4 tournaments straight or something silly like that. He did. His first season at Chelsea, he didn't stop. The summer he played, then he played for Chelsea, then the next summer he played. He did not stop. And for his age, he did incredibly well, honestly. He needs to have this summer to really get his recovery. It's all about recovery. Start training pre-season, get ready for the new season, and let's get him fired up. Oscar, honestly, he has a place at Chelsea. He does have a place at Chelsea, believe me. How long do you see Hazard staying until he leaves? He is. He is, honestly, he is. He ain't going. He ain't going, trust me. The fact is that every leg costs 150 million. So if they want him, they're going to have to fork 300 million on the table. He's not going. Basically, he's not going. Someone said I look like Turan. Thanks. Right. In your opinion, is there any other positions we need to strengthen? I think we are good. The striker situation, we've got Falcao. Needs to prove himself. Hopefully he does. And in terms of other positions, I think we're good. I think Cuadrado needs to be given a chance. I would have said a winger, but Cuadrado needs to be given his chance. As long as he proves himself, we're good. Midfield, if we're getting Turan, that's another position sorted. Our back four is good. You know, it's great. When Terry goes, we have Zuma. You know, defensive mid, Matic. I feel possibly another defensive mid. Zuma can play there, but if Matic gets injured, we have Loftus-Cheek. And that's Loftus-Cheek, a player who's not experienced. Now, he's able. Loftus-Cheek is a very, very able player. I would definitely give him a chance. But with experience, it's lacking. So I would only throw him in games where we are settled, we're winning 3-0, throw Loftus-Cheek on. Because he needs Premier League experience. But I'm not willing to just throw Loftus-Cheek into a situation where he needs to make a difference because he's not ready. He's not ready. I don't feel like we need to push our youth. This is another point about our youth. We don't need to push our youth out and tell them, yeah, go on, make the difference. Because they can't. They can't. Experience is key. And that comes with time. The boy is still young. Wait till he hits 21, 22, 23. Once he hits that level and he's already got experience, then he can begin to start playing. Then he can start playing as much as Hazard does or Willian does and prove himself. Because at 23 or 24, he still has years. He has 10 years. And that's stability. You know, you can't throw a player in at 18 years old and say, go on, do it yourself. It's not going to happen. And that's what all the other English teams seem to have done. And that's why England, the national team, are not doing well. Because all of them are thrown in so early, made to be superstars, and then they think they're superstars and they're not. You know, they're not. They're not in reality. We need to keep that reality factor at Chelsea. Let the youth come through, slowly but surely. That's the key. I don't care whether it comes quick. We don't need it to come quick. We need it to come surely. We need to be determined that they will come through. That comes with time. So leave it to them. Leave it to Mourinho. Leave it to the boss. We have a long-term vision here. Let the guys do what they got to do. And believe me, we will retain our Premier League. We will go for the Champions League. And at some point, Mourinho will be a Champions League winner at Chelsea. So there we are, guys. There's your Daily Blues for today. I hope you enjoyed this format. I love this format. This format is a lot more better than the old one. You know, it is. So come in for tomorrow. Tune in for tomorrow's edition of Daily Blues. I will be here again doing another Daily Blues with all of you. Be sure to leave all your comments in the comment section below. After this is over, the comment section will open on the video. So the chat will disappear and the comments will come through. Leave all your comments. I will address them tomorrow on another edition of Daily Blues. And again, thank you all for watching today's edition. Subscribe to 100% Chelsea if you're new. Follow us on social media. Twitter, 100% Chelsea. Instagram, 100PCT Chelsea. We are there. Facebook, 100% Chelsea. Check out all the links in the description below. We are now active on all platforms of social media, so be sure to follow us there. And I'll see all of you tomorrow for another edition of Daily Blues. So welcome to Chelsea, Falcao. Cheer on, hurry up and bring your kebabs. And I'll see all of you tomorrow for another edition of Daily Blues. Take care, guys.